Hey guys, welcome back to some more Flying Pots and Ocarina of Time. This episode, we're dodging a flying pots, and we're gonna go over here and talk to this mysterious lady. Only here when you're a child. Wonder what you're doing here in this spirit temple.
What are you snooping around, you snooper?
Ah, snooping as usual, I see.
Snooping as usual.
You know,
I see.
it's funny. She just meets you and she's like, "Can you do me a favor?" It's like, I just met you.
Yeah, I don't usually go around asking these random strangers for a personal favor like this, but sure, we'll make an exception.
My mama always told me not to talk to strangers, but then again, my mama died when I was a little kid and I got grazed by a tree.
Who dropped you on your head as a kid and how many times? So basically, this is the one Gerudo out of all of them that basically doesn't trust Ganondorf at all. The others don't really care much of what he's doing, but this girl in particular, nah, she don't care. She wants to snoop. But she can't fit through this tiny crawl space that can clearly fit her body, so let's just send in this 10-year-old instead. It'd be fine.
Oh my gosh.
No, seriously, look at that hole. She can fit.
Yeah, she could fit.
Too lazy.
Just, gotta... just suck it up!
I don't think she really needs to suck it up, but now just the image of that is just pretty funny.
This is the one temple I don't always remember the most, for some reason.
This is probably one of the more confusing ones in the game, simply just because it's broken up into two halves. You're doing one half as child, and then the other half as an adult. So, it's more complicated out of all the dungeons because of that.
I personally like this dungeon a lot, myself. This and Fire Temple are probably tied to my favorites. So, I don't know. I enjoyed going through Spirit Temple when I first played through.
Yeah, this one's a lot of fun. And it's not really that bad for the back and forth. When you say that, oh yeah, you gotta do two halves of the dungeon as the two separate links in this game, you would think that'd be really bad. No, it is in Master Quest, but in this version, you're only doing both sides once.
Yeah, don't play Master Quest without doing the original first.
Yeah, well, the biggest problem that the dungeon has in Master Quest version is that you're required to go back and forth a lot more for the collectibles. Not really for completing the dungeon, you can still complete it via one go on both sides, but if you want all the sculptures and such, no. You're constantly going back and forth. Just a couple times.
Hey!
Hey, he's not dead. Hey.
Naui, shut up.
I know, the door's closed. I'm waiting on it.
Hey! So bombs do hurt Stalfos?
They do. I accidentally did that, but it worked out in my favor.
And always use the stick.
And just stun him again, just stab him in the kneecaps. It's fine.
Man, why are Stalfos so easy to fight as Child Link?
It's just because he's so much smaller. That's the big advantage that Child Link has.
I hate Stalfos. They're the worst enemy in this game.
Well, the biggest problem is that 90% of your hits won't work because their shield hitbox is always active. I swear, you can hit the guy in the back and it still acts like it hit his shield.
I thought you was going to say the biggest problem is these flying pods. I'm like, what has that got to do with anything?
I mean, if you're trying to fight him on the other side, it could be annoying, sure. Also, there's supposed to be a big elaborate puzzle in this room where you hit this crystal switch, a thing of fire appears in front of the door, and you bait that mummy around, but just use Din's fire. Those guys are not worth fighting the intended way.
You get Din's fire so early in the game, it's just like...
You need it by the time you get to this dungeon. The only real way I can say you're probably doing this dungeon without Din's fire is if Shadow Temple is literally the last thing left you have to do in this game. You've even done Bond of the Well at this point before Shadow, but most cases I wouldn't really say that's a problem.
That's right. Forgot you need Din's fire to even go into Shadow Temple.
Yeah. You don't need it in here, although you will miss out on like the map treasure chest without it, but that's about it. Why do I keep on pulling out bombs?
Hey Keys, I got a present for you.
Oh yeah, that's right. I pulled out the bomb trying to hit the sculpture from the other side, which does work out. And also the keys, because it's the only thing that can hit through metal grates. I just don't want these guys coming through here, getting fire and burning my shield. And I don't want to swap. I like being able to hold my shield and sword.
Oh, so you're doing this where it literally could only take one click of the freaking pause menu to go down and change your shield. But no, I've got to go throw my bombs at it just to say it because I don't want to change my
I
pause
got
menu.
40 of these dang things, man. They're disposable.
Lester, you're lazy.
More like thinking smart.
Actually, he's kind of creative.
You're lazy. You're lazy. I didn't say it didn't entertain me.
Well, laziness was worth it.
So yeah, about that LP we're supposed to be doing together. Can I back out now because I can already see you're gonna be going through these dungeons pretty quickly.
I guess I'll have to play the Master Quest version just to be different. Like, why is this dungeon different? And he still beats me.
Yeah.
Ha! Ha! Look at your rupee count. 420 places.
Oh, good Lord, Matthew.
There's no weed to smoke in here, but plenty of fire.
But yeah. I guess if you guys do that, Lester could do the Master Quest version.
Yeah, because the only thing different is the dungeons.
That would
I
stumble
mean, it's
a
up
little
to
bit.
him.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing something like that either, because, yeah, the only thing that's different are dungeon layouts, that's it. The story is the same, the side quests are the same, but it's just dungeons.
I mean, it's up to you. If you want to do Master Quest, I say go for it. I'm just gonna be playing regular games, so.
I don't blame you, because regular game's honestly better. I rarely ever go back to Master Quest, because it's like an official ROM hack.
Hey, look.
Oh, you missed a heart down there. Now your hearts aren't complete.
Oh no, whatever shall I do?
It's not like he has 18.
But an incomplete heart is never a good thing.
Hey buddy, I'm over here.
Lizolf was like, "Hey buddy, how you doing? Oh, I'm dead."
Imagine if I used a stick. Would've just one-shot him.
Lester's like, "I'm not gonna use my slingshot. I'm just gonna use a boomerang and be really
Well,
weird."
this is the only time you're gonna get to use boomerang, so you might as well.
Well, no, I've been using them more. I think you more or less mean the bomb juice. Like one of the 2 intended times they want you to use these.
Yeah.
Simply because in this room they also give you the bomb shoes. Kind of a hint of saying, hey, use these, but you could just throw a bomb at the wall and it would also work. You don't need to well time it, just throw it onto one with one of the sculptures located, just throw a bomb at them and it'll blow up the crack in the wall.
Oh yes, Dim's fire. Use it.
I mean, this is really stupid to get if you don't have Din's Fire, so just use Din's Fire.
Whee!
And where'd this come from?
It's like, I don't know where to spawn. I'm just gonna push Link up in the air now.
It always looks weird.
And I got the map.
I mean, this is going to be kind of useless for Child, because normally we get the map and the compass somewhat close to each other, but we can get the map as either Adult or Child Link, but you can only get the compass as Adult Link. So, we're just going to have that square down there, and that's it.
Yeah. Kinda weird.
Yeah.
That's one thing that I don't understand why Ocarina did this. It's like, okay, I don't like the fact that, you don't get the arrow where you're at in the room until you get the compass.
Yeah, I'm glad that Wind Waker Onwards pretty much fixed it, because with the N64 games, if you didn't have both map and compass, the mini-map was just really hard to follow.
It's like, I don't know where I'm at in this map, so which part of the room am I in?
Yeah, it was just kind of a mess in the N64 Zeldas. But again, they fixed this starting in Wind Waker, and it was, in fact, so much of a better fix, because it just gave you the full mini-map, even if you didn't have the map or the compass. It just didn't have it filled out for rooms you didn't explore yet, that was it.
Yeah, and obviously treasure chest and boss room, blah blah blah.
Yeah. I mean, it does help to see that stuff, but you don't always need it.
Now, I can't remember, is this the 1.0 version you're playing?
Yeah, this is 1.0.
Because I see the crescent moons now, so...
Yeah, the original symbol. You really get to notice the symbol change in this temple in particular, because it's everywhere. That Beamos is really trying.
Beamo's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Oh, I got him.
I'm gonna get you.
I got him. Now I get my promotion.
Now I get my promotion. Ganondorf, can I be mobile now?
No.
Yeah, I don't want to imagine a mobile Beamos. That would be horrifying. What's that? Guardians? Oh, don't even get me started.
I mean, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah. That's way more deadly.
It's 10 times scarier.
That menacing piano key roll.
Yep.
Ugh.
Look at Link's
Look
face.
at you see Link's face. He's like, 420.
Oh, I blazed something.
Oh god, these guys.
So welcome to our first fight against Iron Knuckles. It's not a very good representation here because I already got hit, but Iron Knuckles are really easy as Child Link if you crouch tap because they can never hit you. If you're right up against an Iron Knuckle as Young Link, your hitbox is smaller. So because of that, the Iron Knuckle just swings over you.
Wow.
You can technically do the same thing as an adult, but it's way harder. But yeah, those guys hurt,
Hey, come on, more.
so don't get hit. And yeah, this is our last time we actually get to see the owl. This is Kabor's last interaction with Link, but this is the one where he kind of hints at, hey, I kind of know your adult self. I know that you time travel. Hinting that he is the Light Sage.
Yeah.
Do you want to hear what I said again? No. Go back to the room of sages.
To the Sea of Sages? Yeah, go
Sea.
drown yourself.
Oh, it's like see. Almost.
I mean, there is plenty of water in that chamber, so you're not wrong. Or at least it looks like water. Not hard to tell.
Yay, silver gauntlets.
So this is our second strength upgrade. Out of 3. We've had the first strength upgrade for hours now, so we're finally getting our second one.
So this is what she wanted.
So what do these move again? The giant what?
The big block.
So basically, the silver gauntlets are used for 2 things. The first one is, yeah, giant silver blocks that are only in a handful of places. One of the places I can think of is here in this dungeon, and the other one is in Gerudo Training Grounds. But they can also be used to lift silver blocks around the land as well, so we can lift silver stones now. Doesn't really have much of a use as well. There's mainly just finding hidden grottos and some, that's it.
Wait, you can't die yet. I just got your item.
I just got your thing, and you gonna get yourself killed?
You see, I know what her problem was. She went outside to stand in the sand, but she forgot she had the iron boots on, so she just sunk. I knew those witches would play a deadly trap like that. Oh, yeah, that's all we can really do here as a child, so, Burrow's presumably dead. So I guess we get to keep the gloves.
In honor of her memory? No, I just want the gloves.
Can you actually jump down from that ledge
Yeah.
You can
all the way down?
make sure you're holding up, because otherwise you're gonna hurt your shins, but you can't reach the heart piece from there if that's also what you're asking.
Only real men hurt their kneecaps.